music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
Well, speaking of things happening between two people, now DSF, that's Dorcas Shola Fapson. She's an actress. She's also a DJ. And she was in an interview with Chude. Chude has this series that he does on, and he interviews big personalities. It's always a very nice interview he does. So he always as well manages to draw out some interesting, details about these people when they come. Somehow they find themselves sharing. Now DSF found herself sharing more about her situation, should I say her about her ex, Skiibii. Of course, she was in a situation with Skiibii. Now, she didn't mention any names in this particular interview, but with past antecedents, people were already adding 1 + 1
to get
say this particular. Now, this same guy she still they talk about. She didn't mention anybody's name, to be fair. Now, Chude asked DSF, that there was a particular time she was ranting about somebody doing something to her, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, well, she's not mentioning any names, though.
Okay.
But there was this, guy that she was with. They went on a vacation. She was the one that paid for the trip. They went to Zanzibar. When she called him that, hey, let's go on this trip. I'm just, summarizing what she said. Let's go on this trip. The guy decided, you know what? I don't think I want to go on this trip alone. Decided to call his manager, and the manager took his wife, tagged his wife too. And they said, okay, you know what? The guy was like, let's just make this a lover's trip, a couple's trip. So I guess all 4 of them went on this Zanzibar trip, and of course they were in separate rooms. She and the guy, the other manager, and the wife. So on this trip, I think she said she's a light sleeper, and on this very particular day on this trip, she had a lot of drink, and she slept. And when she woke up, she realized that some of her valuables were missing. And when she woke up, she didn't wake up alone. She woke up with the guy beside her. And so she woke him up like, oh, where's my stuff? They couldn't find it. So obviously they had been robbed while they were sleeping. And that went. And she said when they got back, I think months later or weeks later, I can't remember the timeline, she started seeing, he also got robbed. She said her laptop got robbed, got stolen.
His laptop too.
Her laptop got stolen. Okay. Her watch, she mentioned a list of valuables that got stolen. And he said, oh, some of his stuff got stolen. Now, fast forward to months or weeks later, on his snap, she saw the item that he said was stolen alongside her other items. The item that he said on his part was also stolen. She saw it on his wrist.
Wow.
Was flashing the wristwatch.
And she's
like, how come you have your stuff? My stuff got stolen. You said your own stuff got stolen. How is it that you have this stuff that you said got stolen? That she started calculating that maybe one thing happened.
They don't recover.
Now, fast forward to yesterday. Remember, she didn't mention anybody's name.
Again.
Now, said person went and got his his record label to respond on his behalf. And it turned out to be Skiibii responding to these allegations in which he didn't mention anybody's name. So they responded to the allegation on his behalf, saying, Skiibii, indeed the trip happened, that it was a birthday trip. She said she was taking him on a trip to celebrate his birthday, and that indeed his items, he didn't in the apology, in the explanation that was given. They didn't mention that her items got missing. Wow. They just mentioned that his items got missing, and they listed those items. And when they were done listing the items, they now gave an explanation saying that when she said she saw the wristwatch that supposedly got stolen, it was actually was a replacement for the wristwatch.
Didn't buy a new one.
That he bought another one. He bought a silver version of the same wristwatch. And when she was listing the items that got stolen, she said it was rose gold. But he said no, he got another version of that same wristwatch, but he got a silver version of it. And it's trending right now. It's just messy. It's crazy. Like, if indeed it's happened, I'm not going to say she's right or he's right, but if it didn't happen, how is it that you date someone and then your items get stolen in the course of a relationship? Like, how? Like, I've never heard of it.
You don't need to go far. You don't need to go far.
Like, the stuff, like, do this stuff, it happens.
It happens.
Say a guy will come visit you,
the girl would say they call do am. No, say they keep him from stealing.
So girls also steal from the guys too. Guys steal from girls too.
You know,
like
say
and they're dating.
before now, only boxers now did they collect. They wear cloth on top and go. But you don't pass that level now. You don't advance now. MC Advance will explain to you more.
I understand. No.
Lot of his this things.
Because I genuinely had to get into the story because I was shocked.
Okay.
I was following it because I've never been in this situation before. I was like, this happened. I feel like a JJC in this relationship.
No, you know, say you did fortunate.
Like,
and people like us, they fortunate. So we never date who in hand they move. You understand? So sometimes thief get grade. Some fit thief transport. Before you wake up, they don't jackpot. But this one an advanced one. Where we say you thief both sides. You know, you carry your own, you carry person own. So two of us they find waiting one person carry.
No.
At the end of the day, one person see you know, if you share the testimony, hide them. Until who the thief you own too.
Consi say, you don't see your own.
Brethren, you didn't. I mean, you know.
And they're dating. Not like the guy is asking you out though. You're dating, like in a relationship.
Why they surprise you now?
For you.
Why, after all the time MC Advance I explain.
Wait, come. Why
after everything we explain, now they do the same.
You know what?
I
need a breather. Let me breathe.
Hit music for Lagos. 102.3 Max FM.